Hey everybody, I'm Josh, and welcome to another episode of Just Sayin. Thank you. On the show today, join me as we take a look at some very adorable pictures, but in the eyes of the cats, they're screaming for help. Sit back and relax because I got a lot to say. That's right, everybody. According to our friends at holidayinsights.com, June is National Cat Adoption Month. So please check your local shelters if you're looking to get a pet of your own. Not just for cats, but of other animals. They have hamsters and guinea pigs and you name it. Anyway, so today we're going to take a look at some very, 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 very adorable pictures of cats. But like I said in the open, they're screaming for help by the look in their eyes. You'll see what I'm talking about here in just a little bit. But first, let's get the host chat over. As you can see, I lowered the angle of the camera. I did it for two reasons. One, because it was like up here, and I felt like it was just a huge wall and me. And two, because I think it's going to be a way for me to make sure I keep my desk clean. So if you ever see the angle of the camera start going up and up, I need to clean my desk. Anyway, one more thing to talk about. So this story kind of involves two stories, but wraps back up to the angle of the camera. Anyway, so Monday, I'm getting ready for work. I'm just about ready to start heading out the door, and the health department calls me I was contact traced, which I kind of expected. But so I have a friend who rapid test was negative. We hung out. All they told me was, "Oh yeah, it came back negative." Okay. So we hung out, and then his lab test came back positive. So, yeah, I went and got rapid test on Monday, had to quarantine until the lab test came back, which was Wednesday. So I'm free. And I bring that part up because I got so bored on day 3, I cleaned my house, which is why I lowered the camera. Now, the next thing I want to talk about just happened, like, maybe 20 minutes ago. So, my dog is acting very strange today. Hasn't eaten, won't go outside. It's raining. She won't go out when it's raining anyway. She did do her business this morning. However, I left this morning to go to my mom's house for some stuff, and came back, she had peed on the floor, which she hasn't done in a long time. And then she, just has been laying in bed all day, not wanting to play with a bone. I don't know. So, about 20 minutes ago, I get up. I've been working on the show, getting ready to film, and I kind of just want to check on her, because as soon as I start filming, she needs something. So I wanted to check on her and make sure she didn't need to go out or anything. And I peek in my bedroom. I don't see her. And I start to go look into the other room, the back room with the big sliding glass door that she sits in front of all the time, to see if she's in there. And I start hearing a rapper sound. And I'm like, that just came from my bedroom. So I peek back in there. And the first thing I see when I turn my head to look back into the bedroom is her tail under my bed. So I screamed her name. She immediately turned around. Don't know how, but she did it. And then she kind of backed up a minute. I screamed her name again. She came out halfway, stopped, kind of started going back in, screamed her name again. She went right to her cage. Now she's sleeping in her cage. I don't know what's going on with her. It's driving me nuts. She's just started acting weird the last few days. I mentioned last episode about her eating habit. And now, within the last few days, she will not go in there to eat if I'm in there whatsoever. So, I don't know what's going on with her. She's being weird. If I seem stressed out, it's because of that. And I got a new job. So, starting that in a few days. So we'll see what happens. I'm glad I'm filming ahead because, well, I'm posting episode 4 tomorrow. So yeah, I will have a whole... Heck, I'm going to be done with this season probably before I start the new job. So, I'm kidding. Probably not. Probably not kidding. So anyway, let's get on with the show. Who doesn't want to see adorable cats? We can't get to that until we do another cheesy monologue. As usual, I went to latenightLOL.com, and by the time this airs, as I said, right now it's May, but it'll be June when I post this. It'll be the time of the year, so in the search bar I typed in the summer. So all the jokes, while outdated, will have something to do with the summertime. Summertime. Sorry. Hold on tight. Here we go. It's going to be a wild show, people. They've canceled summer school this year because of money shortage. It's all part of their new program, Leave No Child Ahead. A Planet of the Apes prequel is coming out next summer called Rise of the Apes. It will cover the apes' growth, evolution, and the summer they spent together on the Jersey Shore. Budweiser just announced that this summer they will rename their beer America. So good news, starting in June, you're no longer alcoholics, you're patriots. It's an upgrade. Or is it? The World Cup is coming next summer, and it was just announced that the U.S. soccer team has a really tough schedule. They play against Germany, Ghana, and Portugal. Americans were pretty upset. They even said, there's going to be hockey or soccer on TV again. Moving right along. Here's this week's point to ponder. Happiness is not having to set your alarm for the next day. Trust me, I did it for 3 days. It was great. I was up by 9, though. Just my body. Don't you hate that? If you're, like, I used to, when I was an EMT, sorry, another ramble. When I was an EMT, I would have to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock for my 7 a.m. shift. And even then, on my days off, I was up by 5:30 or 6 o'clock. It was annoying. Anyway, moving along. The preacher who predicted the apocalypse on Saturday is now saying it will come in October. It's the first time anyone's end of the world prediction ended with "Have a great summer. Enjoy those fireworks." It's time now for my joke of the week. And I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I've said this yet this season, but this is a good one. Starbucks announced yesterday that it will be teaming up with Lady Gaga to release a line of summer drinks to wear. If you know Lady Gaga, you get it. Ben & Jerry's is working with a beer company to develop a salted caramel brownie brown ale that will be sold later this summer. It'll mark the first time you actually feel good after finishing a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Today, unfortunately, a historian told me that the real Sam Adams never actually brewed a blueberry oatmeal summer stout. Which is sad because they had blueberries and oatmeals. Just look at the Quaker box. Anyway. And finally, Australian officials have announced that they are sending their Olympic athletes to the Summer Games in Rio with condoms that are resistant to the Zika virus. Begging the question, what sport is that? And how do I sign up? Moving right along, it's time to take a look at, like I said, some very adorable pictures with cats in need of help. It's time for my segment I call Possibly Adorable. That's right, everybody. We're going to take a look at pictures of cats in costumes. And some of the costumes, like the first one I'm going to show you, just begs the question, why? Because, like, with this costume, the cat can't even walk. It can't even put its paws on the ground. Why? Or, like, in this picture, come on, you know this cat is just screaming, call the pet shelter. Not because of the costume, but because she's not been never mind. I thought I had a joke in my head and I didn't. Anyway, this one is actually kind of adorable. But the cat is just saying, like, get me the hell out of this. Why? Why would you do this to your cat's face? Why? Or this. Like, okay, are you trying to tell me that you want cat for breakfast? With your scrambled eggs and bacon? Like, why would you put your cat's head in a frying pan? Oy vey. This one is actually kind of adorable, but I can see the cat just not reacting to having a costume on it, but reacting because of what the costume is, because he just got 8 extra legs. He's just like, what the hell did you do to me? This cat is just, I guess, in it to be like, okay, get it over with. Here's another question. Like, with cats, when you put a costume on a cat, which though I'm making fun of them now, I do think they are adorable if it's the right costume. So don't get me wrong. I forgot where I was going. What was the last? Oh, so like in that picture, I think that cat must have been posing for like a calendar or something, just because of the backdrop and stuff. How would you get the cat with knowing that the cat wants to try and get it off? Because that's what my dog does when I try to put a shirt on her or something. How do you get them to stay still and not attempt to try and get it off? I guess is my question. If you know, let me know. I'm interested. This one is just kind of adorable. How is that not adorable? I love this next one. But I hope there's holes in the bottle. How is that not adorable? It's a cat in a bottle. It looks like milk. Oh, that cat is just like, what the? Oh, Lord. And this next picture, this cat just looks miserable. Oy vey. So, we're going to move on from adorable pictures to pictures you wish you'd never seen in a segment I like to call Things You Can't Unsee. With this first one, No words. Literally, I'm speechless. You're right. That's someone's hair. Kind of looks like it has a price tag on it, though. But it's someone's head. And look at the... I love the person behind her. It's just looking at her like, oh my god. Is that something you really want to promote? Now, this picture must have been taken either during the Y2K, for those of you who know what that is, the Y2K freak out, or when the pandemic started and everybody was hoarding toilet paper. Either or it's just my dad. Trust me. Like, there's no, maybe one time that I know that they were down to one extra roll of toilet paper in the entire house. Otherwise, he goes to Sam's and gets the big econo size for hotels case, and anyway, it could have just been my dad. I hope everyone watching enjoys Butt Crack Theater. This segment really makes me wonder why I do a show and have this segment in it. But then I remind you of my rule. If I have to see it, you have to see it. I'm assuming this person was wearing their Sunday best. Yo, I'm back here. You're welcome, America. Or whatever country you're watching from. Hey, in case you get lost, you'll know where to find me. Oops, I just showed that picture. I think this person was just trying to have fun, I hope. This next one. Okay. I don't understand this next one at all. Because they're in Walmart with dressing rooms, trying on and taking a selfie of themselves in a bathing suit in the bathroom. With two little girls in the background. Or two little kids in the background. I can't say that other one's a girl. Really? Like, there's other places to do that. This segment always, at least 2 or 3 pictures leave me speechless, and this is another one. And I'm only showing you this picture because it is awesome. This person works at Walmart and is dedicated to her job. Dedicated. And if you can't see it in this picture, you're blind as a bat. That is her hair. The Walmart is her hair. How awesome is that? And I can't see what it says behind it. But how awesome is that? She is a true employee. Really uses her head. You don't have to ask her in public when she's not working where she works. Or maybe she just loves to shop there. Anyway. I haven't done this segment in a while. And with summer coming up, it also means cookouts. So it's time for some DIY hacks in a segment I like to call You're a Hack, Summer Cookout Edition. I'm sorry. My script says one thing, my note card says another, and my note card is right. It's not summertime cookout hacks, it's just summertime hacks. Anyway, like this one. When I was a kid, umpteen years ago, loved jumping on a trampoline. My cousins had one, they grew out of it, I guess. I borrowed it for a summer. My friends and I created a whole new sport and league. It was awesome. This I wish I had knowledge of because hitting those springs really hurts. So get some pool noodles and put them around the springs for added protection. Because let's be real here. Those skirts you get on them while you're jumping flop around. And by the end of season 1, they're completely faded. By the end of season 2, they're ripped. By the end of season 3, it gets blown away in the first storm. Also, if you're looking to have a drink, first of all, I love this beverage, and I wish I could find it locally. And it's summertime, and you need a really cool drink really quickly, well, within like 5 minutes. Wet a paper towel, put it around the bottle, and put it in the freezer for about 5 minutes, and it will completely chill your drink. The only thing I don't like about that is then my hand is freezing cold every time I drink it. It's the only thing I don't like about that. Never mind. I don't even know how I was going to say that. So, with it becoming summertime, it's also becoming mosquito time. And I don't know if I would try this or not, but if you get a mosquito bite, it will take the itch out of it by using toothpaste. Who knew? Besides the person that posted it online. Now, if you're a female, or male, I guess, and you like your nails, I bite mine. But I always have to push down my cuticles. Anyway, but if you like your nails trimmed and you're a smoker and happen to have a box of matches in your car, or I guess just a thing of matches, use the flint on the side to help file down your nails in case of an emergency. But who carries matches anymore? This one is kind of a no-brainer, but I honestly wouldn't have thought about it. If you're having a party, it's even cool. It makes it even, you could go along with the theme of it if you find the right cupcake liners, but use cupcake liners to cover the cups so bugs don't get in it. Oops, that's the one I just did. This was a really cool idea. Take a pool noodle, cut it in fourths, and find a plastic tub, put it in it, and you got a little floating cooler for your pool parties. Pretty smart. I don't know if I would try this. Who doesn't just open a package of chips? But if you want to be fancy, there's a way to fold them into bowls to make them look like you spent time on them. I guess. I don't know. Because you don't have other things to do while you're putting a whole barbecue together. Now, me showing you this kind of defeats the purpose, I guess. But if you ever need a quick place to hide all your jewels, chapstick containers. So, as long as they take your wallet, just don't let them use your chapstick. Which most women put in their purses anyway. And they just got their purse stolen. Anyway. Moving right along. Who doesn't have a giant barrel at their home? I can tell you, me. But if you do, clean it out really well because you never know what was in it. And cut a hole in the side and you got a little boat. I like how the picture makes it look like a jar. And then the person's sitting in it in the next one. And finally, I showed you something like this a while back. And I guess you could use it for a way of money. But just make sure that you don't mix this ball up with your dog's chew ball. Well, that will do it for the show this week. I hope you guys had I hope you enjoyed the show. I do have some ideas for some new segments, but since we're almost done with the season, just now 2 episodes away, I'm going to hold them off till the next season, and I'm really excited about them. If you think there's something funny out there I should see, be sure to send it to me. There's all my socials. Also, while you have a second, please like, subscribe, and get the notifications anytime I post a video like the upcoming Pet of the Week. And be sure to comment. Let me know what you think of the show, what's working, what's not working. I always love to hear from you guys. And hearing from you guys kind of has something to do with one of my maybe both of my new segments. Anyway, without further ado, I am going to go ahead and wrap up the show. One more quick thing. If you are seriously looking for a pet for your household, please, please, please consider adoption. I've said it once. I'll say it all season long. You don't understand. Not only, until you do it, you don't understand. Not only do you save the pet's life, but they save your life. And until you have adopted an animal, you will not understand what that means. Because I thought I used to know, and then I did it, and I really know what it means. Anyway, join me next week as we take a look at the celebration of our Father's Day blowout. Oh, wait. That's not what we called it because it makes it sound like that's why they became fathers. It's a cookout, BYOD, BYOB, and BYOA. And BYOS. Bring your own swimsuit. Anyway, I know I'm going to have some hot dogs and a drink for the Father's Day episode. I'm a dog dad. I can celebrate, right? Right. So join me next week for our Father's Day episode. Until then, everybody, that's all I'm saying.